Good morning to all of you. So welcome to my today's class. So today we are going to continue the Charaka Samhita Chikitsa Sthana 30th chapter Yonivapat Chikitsa. In our previous classes we have covered about the Yonivapat Chikitsa, Yonivapat Lakshanas and its Chikitsa. So now continue to the chapter. So as we have covered in our previous classes that the question asked by Agnivesha to Atreya about the Yoni Vyapadas, that is the female genital disorders, and in detail about them he has asked. So Atreya has explained all the regarding all the 20 Yoni Vyapas, starting from the numbers, then Lakshanas and Chikitsa. Then after that he asked the question. So what he asks is, Agnivesha again approached Atreya asking the best among physicians and queried him that 8 defects of semen of men have been mentioned by you in the chapter of enumeration of diseases. Oh, now, among the best of physicians, tell me in brief as well as in detail their details about the 8 defects of the semen. Means Shukradushti. Ashta Shukradushti is mentioned before by you. So now we want to know in detail about their etiology, symptoms of normal and abnormal, and treatment, and also the fourfold impotency, that means 4 types of Klaibyata also. So we want to know about the Ashtavidha Shukradushti as well as we want to know about the Chaturvidham Klaibya. So tell me also about the cause, symptoms and treatment of Pradhara, that is menorrhagia, mentioned as one of the complications of the Yoni Vyapat. So we have seen Pradhara is one of the complications of Yoni Vyapat mentioned by Charaka. So Agnivesha again asks that I want to know about the complication of Yoni Vyapada, that is Pradhara. I want to know about Pradhara in detail. So on this foremost among the sages said to him who are eager to listen as this. So then he Atreya gives the answer of all these questions. So question asked by him is regarding the Ashtashukra dosha, Chaturvidha Klaibya and the Pradhara. So that this is the next question of this chapter asked by Agnivesha to the Atreya. So now the answer is given by his master and the best of the physician Atreya is like that. He says that about the Shukra, the quotation about the semen is mentioned first. Bijam yadasyam vidyadvaye tu harsha yoni samuttitam shukram paurusham mityuktam tasmat vakshayami tachrunu. So he says, as the seed coming forth due to the harsha, excitation during coitus, is the mainly semen itself. I am telling you, listen. So first he say what is semen. So semen is nothing but the whatever the thing or bija comes out in the because of the harsha inside the yoni is the shukra. And he says that as the seed of a plant does not sprout if affected by the improper time, water, worms, insects and fire, so is the defective semen of a man. He says that yatha bijam kalam ambum krimi kitam agni dushitam na virohati sandushtam tatha shukram sharirinam. So similarly, how a seed does not sprout if it is afflicted with the improper time, akala and the water, ambu, creamy and kita, agni, dushti, etc. So similar is the defective semen of a man. So it cannot give the desired results. It means it is unable for the conception. It is not suitable for the conception, you can say. With this bija, conception does not occur if it is afflicted with all these things. And in the next quotation, next shloka, he has mentioned the karanas of the Shukradushti. Shukradushti Nidana is mentioned in the next quotation. So the quotation goes like this. Ati Vyayama, this quotation. Ati Vyayam Vyayamat Asatmyanam cha sevanat akale vapya yonyo va maithune nacha gachatah रुक्षा तिक्तकषाय तिललवणाम्लो उष्णसेवनात् नारीणां मरासंज्ञानां गमनाजराया तथा चिन्ताशोकात् विस्रम्भा शस्त्राग्निविभ्रमात् भयात् क्रोधात् अभिचारात् व्याधिभिः कर्षितस्य च वेगघातात् शताश्चापि धातूनां संदोषणां दोषः पृथक् समस्ता वा प्राप्य रेतोवः शिरः shukram sandushayatyashu. So he has given the shukra sandushti means shukra dushti karanas or nidanas. First he has mentioned due to excessive coitus and excessive exercise, ati vyayama and ati vyavaya, and use of unsuitable things, that is asatmya ahara vihara, coitus untimely, akala maithuna, or coitus in a non-vagina, that is apya yoni maithunam, abstinence from thereafter, and excessive intake of certain food articles which are ati ruksha, ati tikta, kashaya, etc. That is rough, bitter, astringent, salty, sour, and hot, atyushna sevanam. Then ignorance about the taste of a woman. Then narinam maram sangnyanam means not knowing about the woman. Abnormal discharges, gamana jaram. Then jara is the old age because of old age. Anxiety, chinta shoka, anxiety, grief, suspension, faulty application. Then visrambhat, then shastragni vibhramat, that is because of the fear, anger, exhalation, emaciation. Then caused by diseases, suppression of urges, that is vegadharanat. Vyadhikarshitam means because of the emaciation caused by the vyadhis. Vyadhikarshitam means emaciation caused by the diseases. Vegadharanam, wound and morbid affection of the dhatu. Shata means injury or wound. Dhatunam sandushnam. Dhatunam is morbid affection to the dhatus. Dosha singly or collectively. Having reached the semen carrying channels. So because of all these nidanas, the doshas which are increased, they reaches the retovaha shiras or the semen carrying vessels and causes defects in the shukram. So these are the nidanas of the shukra dushti is mentioned by Charaka. So I will describe them separately. Now he says about the ashta shukra dushti. This quotation is important. You can bahar this quotation. The ashta shukra dushti according to Charaka, it goes like this. Fenilam tanuruksham cha vivaranam puti pichilam. Fenilam tanuruksham cha vivaranam puti pichilam. Anya dhatu sansrishtam avasadi tata ashtamam. So these are the 8 shukra dushti lakshana. The defective semen or the ashta shukra dushti are: first is the fenila. Fenila is the frothy. Second is the tanu. Tanu means thin. Ruksha is rough and of abnormal color. Vivarnam is of different colors or abnormal colors. It should not have colors. No, it should be whitish spatikabham, but here it is having different colors. Then fetid. Puti means fetid smell will be there. Pichilam is a slimminess. Anya dhatu sansrishtam means it is combined with other dhatus also. So it is mixed with other dhatus, like if it is mixed with rakta dhatu, vasa dhatu, etc. anything. If it is mixed with other dhatus, avasadi is precipitant. So these are the 8 one thing, tata ashtamam. So these are considered as ashta shukra dushti. Fenilam tanuruksham vivarnam puti pichilam anya dhatu sansrishtam avasadi iti ashtamam. Okay. So now coming to the lakshanas of each. Semen afflicted by vata, semen afflicted by pitta, semen afflicted by kapha they have mentioned, and then the semen afflicted due to the excessive coitus, injury and wound, etc. they have mentioned. Semen afflicted due to the dhatukshaya. So the characteristics of each is given in the next quotations. Fenilam tanuruksham cha krichunam alpam cha marutat means the semen afflicted by vata becomes frothy, thin, rough and is ejaculated with difficulty and in a very little quantity. Alpam, it has no potency for fertilization. So it is no potency for fertilization means shukram na tad garbhaya kalpate. Bhavant upahatam shukram na tad garbhaya kalpate means this semen which is afflicted with vata or vataja dusht shukra is not fit for the garbha dharana. That means it is not suitable for the fertilization. Second, in the next quotation they have mentioned the semen afflicted by pitta or the pitta dushita shukra dushti. Pitam atyushnam puti gandham cha dahalingam viniriyati shukram patena dushitam. So the semen afflicted with pitta is bluish or yellowish in color. Pitam atyushnam neelam. Sanilam athavam pitam. Sanilam athavam pitam means it's bluish or yellowish. Atyusham is very hot. Fetid. Puti gandha is fetid in smell and is ejaculated with burning sensation. Dahalingam viniriyati shukram pittena dushitam. Daharlingam viniyati means it is ejaculated with the daha or burning sensation. So these are the qualities of pitta dushita shukra or pitta dushti. Then next, if the semen is obstructed in its passage by kapha, it becomes excessively slimy. Shleshmanam baddha margam tu bhavat atyartam pichilam. So the semen, it is, if it is afflicted with kapha or kapha dushita shukra dushti, the main lakshan of it is ati pichilam. Atyartham pichilam means it becomes excessively slimy. In the next line they have mentioned स्त्रीणाम् अत्यार्थगमनात् अभिघातात् शतादपि शुक्रं प्रवर्तते जन्तौ प्रयाणं रुधिरान्वयम्. So if due to excessive coitus injury or wound, semen comes out with the rudhira or the blood. So if it is because of excessive coitus ati vyayama shata or because of any wound abhigata, then the semen is comes out with the blood. Rudhira means with blood. It is blood mixed semen will come out. And if it is due to the suppression of urges, that is if it is because of the vegadharanam shukram vayuna vihitam pati krichnena yati gratitam avasadi tata ashtamam. So due to the suppression of urges, semen obstructed in its passage by vata comes out with difficulty and are knotted and precipitant. So the lakshana of the vega sandharana shukra is, it is gratitam, it's like it is knotted gratitam, precipitant avasadi, and krichnena yati means it is ejaculated with difficulty. So these 8 defects of the semen are said with characters. And in the next line or in the last shloka, he has given the characteristics of the Shuddha Shukra. After mentioning the Shukra Dushti, Charaka has given the characteristics of Shuddha Shukra. So the Shuddha Shukra Lakshanas according to Charaka goes like this. Snigdam Ghanam Pichilam. Yeah, in this case he has mentioned. Snigdam Ghanam Pichilam Cha Madhuram Cha Avidahi Cha रेतः शुक्रं विजनीयात् श्वेतं स्फटिका सन्निभम्. स्निग्धं घनं पिच्छीलं च मधुरं च विदाहि च रेतः शुद्धं विजनीयात् श्वेतं स्फटिका सन्निभम्. So these are the characteristics of Shuddha Shukra or Shuddha Shukra Lakshanas according to Charaka. Semen should have unctuousness, snigdham, it should be ghanam, viscous, slimy, is pichilatam, madhuram, that is sweet, and avidahi means it should not be burning, means non-burning, and white just like that of the spatikabham, rock crystal. Spatikabham is rock crystal. It should be considered as pure or normal. So these are the lakshanas of Shuddha Shukra according to Charaka. So after mentioning the Shuddha Shukra Lakshanas and the Shuddha and the Ashta Shukra Dushti, Charaka has mentioned about the Chikitsa of the Dushita Shukra or Shukra Dushti. So he has mentioned Vajikarana Yogas, Ta Upayogam, Sukhai Hitahi, Rakta Pitta Harair Yogai, Yoni Vyapadas, योनि व्यापादिकस्तथा दुष्टं यदा भवे शुक्रं तदा तत् समुपाचरेत्. घृतं च जीवनीयं यत् च्यवनप्राशमेव च गिरिजस्य प्रयोगस्य रेतदोष उपहन्ति. So he has mentioned that when semen becomes defective, it should be treated with the Vajikarana yogas or the aphrodisiac formulations which are easy to use and beneficial. So in cases of Shukra Dushti, the treatment or chikitsa advised by Charaka is first use of the Vajikarana yogas which are considered as very useful and beneficial, and then you can also use the Rakta Pitta Hara yogas, that is the formulation which are mentioned for Rakta Pitta chikitsa. Along with that he has mentioned you can also use the Yoni Vyapa chikitsa. So line of treatment of Shukra Dushti is first Vajikarana yogas, second Rakta Pitta Hara chikitsa, third is about the Yoni Vyapa chikitsa. Okay, so these are the line of treatment of Shukra Dushti. Later he has given some formulations, like he has mentioned Jivanya Ghruta, Chavan Prasha, and the use of Shila Jatu removes the defects of the semen. So these 3 medicines he has mentioned: Jivanya Ghruta, Chavan Prasham, and the use of Shila Jatu remove the defects of the semen. And then he has mentioned the treatment of specific Shukra Dushti. In semen afflicted by Vata, non-octuous enemas are advised. Means Vata affected Shukra Dushti, in that Niruha Anuvasanam Shukre Niruha Sanuvasanam. So it is mentioned, bastis are mentioned. In Paithika disorders of semen, Rasayana formulations mentioned in the chapter of Abhayamlaki Rasayana are recommended. So in Pittaja Shukra Dushti they have mentioned Abhayamlaki Rasayanam. Abhayamlakiyam cham paite shastam rasayanam. So rasayana chikitsa is mentioned. Abhayamlaki rasayana in Pittaja Shukra Dushti. The use of rasayana formulations of Pipali, Amruta, Loha, Trifala and Bhallataka destroys the defects of the semen caused by Kapha. In Kapha Dushti again rasayana preparation is mentioned, but rasayana preparation should be made with the Pipali, Amruta, Loha, Trifala. पिप्पली अमृत लोहानाम त्रिफलायाम रसायनम कफोत्थितम शुक्रदोषम हंतिम. It's mentioned. And further they have mentioned certain things which are beneficial like ghee, घृतम, सर्पी पेयो रसा, शाली यवा गोधूम षष्टिकम प्रशस्त ये शुक्रदोषेषु बस्तिकर्म विशेषतः इत्यष्ट शुक्रदोषाणां Munimoktam Chikisitam. So they have mentioned certain patyas for the Shukra Dushti. Patyas they have mentioned like ghee or sarpi is considered as patya. Payorasa is the milk. Milk is peya. Peyam is the milk. Milk is also good for the Shukra Dushti. Then rasa is mamsa rasa. Meat soup is also good or the best. Shali rice. Shali is also considered as best. Yava, barley is considered as godhuma, that is wheat is considered as best. Shashtika is also considered as best. And especially they have mentioned that basti karma visheshatah. Shukra dosheshu basti karma visheshatah. Means specifically the application of bastis or the enemas is considered as beneficial in the Shukra Dushti or the defect of semen. So thus the treatment of 8 defects of semen is said by the sage Atreya. So this is all about the answer of the first part of the question asked by Agnivesha regarding the Shukra Dushti, Nidana, Lakshana and Chikitsa. The next question he asked about the Klaibyata or impotency. So next, as impotency caused by the defect of semen is cured by the elimination of the defects itself. Now I'll describe as it is. So then Atreya says that Reto dosha उद्भेवं क्लैब्यं तस्मात् शुद्धाद्वैव सिद्धते ततो वक्ष्यामि तु सम्यग्निवेशं यथा तथम. So the impotency caused by the Shukra Doshti is cured by the elimination of the defect. Suppose because of this Ashta Shukra Dushti, if the Klaibya is caused, then you have to treat this Ashta Shukra Dushti. Automatically the Klaibya problem will get cured if it is caused by the Shukra Dushti. Is mentioned by this. But if it is caused for some other reasons, in the next quotation he has mentioned the reasons of the Shukra Dushti, or you can say the types of the Klaibya. So he has mentioned the Nidana of Klaibya. बीजध्वजोपघाताभ्यां जराया शुक्रसंशयात् क्लैब्यं सम्पद्यते तस्य शृणु सामान्यलक्षणम्. Due to loss of seed or semen, that is bija dhwajo upaghatam, that is loss of semen or bija and even the penile strength. Then senility jara and shukra sanshaya, deficiency of shukra, impotency arises. So these 4 main nidanas of the Klaibyata is given. Bija dhwajo upaghatam, then bija upaghata, dhwajo upaghata, jaraya is the old age, and shukra sanshaya, Klaibya sambhatam, samanya lakshanam. So these are the main nidanas of the Klaibyata. Then in the next quotation they has mentioned the samanya lakshanas of impotency, samanya lakshanas of Klaibyatam. The next quotation he has mentioned samanya lakshanam, like here he has mentioned samanya lakshanam sankalpa pravano nityam priyam वश्यामपि स्त्रियां न याति लिंगशैथिल्यात् कदाचित् याति वा यदि श्वासार्थः स्विन्ना गात्रं च मोघसंकल्पं चेष्टितं ग्लानिशिश्नं च निर्बीजं स्यादेतात् क्लैब्यलक्षणं सामान्यलक्षणं हेतत् विस्तारेण प्रवक्ष्यते. That means one constantly with firm determination does not cohabit even with beloved or submissive woman. Means even though the woman is liked by the person, but he is unable to perform the act because of the nidana is mentioned here as linga shaithilyat. Linga shaithilyat means looseness of his linga or the penis, and or if cohabit sometimes he starts panting with profuse perspiration. कहाँ गया? Yeah, so or if cohabit sometimes he restart painting with a profuse perspiration, fruitless determination and efforts, depressed penis and without semen. So these are the general features or samanya lakshanas of klaibyata or impotency. It is said in detail further. First, the nidanas of the impotency due to loss of seed, that is bija janya bijopagata janya klaibyata nidanas and lakshanas are given in the first in this next quotations. That is due to the intake of cold shita ruksha alpa mixed incompatible apatya jeerna bhojanat uncooked food and shoka chinta bhaya trasa strinam chatyartha sevayet. So that is and fear terror indulgence in women. Then abhicharat suspension then deficiency of rasakshayat vatadinam cha vaishamyat imbalance of the vata etc doshas, fasting, exertion, ignorance of the taste of the woman, faulty application of the panchakarmas or panchakarma upacharat, that is faulty application of 5 active measures, semen is impaired and consequently the person becomes pale. How the lakshanas is person becomes pale, pandu varnam sadurbalam, too weak, of low vitality, means his alpa pranam alpa harsham, with little erection to women, little erection means alpa harsham. Then pramadastu bhave naraha, and he is afflicted with the cardiac disorders, anemia, bronchial asthma, jaundice, exhaustion, vomiting, diarrhea, colic, cough, and fever. This potency is due to the loss of seed. So this potency is this klaibyata is called as bijopaghatajam klaibyam. So these are the lakshanas, nidanas, lakshanas of bijopaghatajanyam klaibyam. This is the first type of klaibya. Second is dhwaja bhanga kritam klaibyam. Dhwaja bhanga kritam means the klaibyata caused due to the loss of penile strength or the penis loss, strength is lost. So here the nidanas and lakshanas of the second type, that is dhwaja bhanga kritam klaibya is mentioned. That is the due to intake of excessively अति आम्ला लवण क्षार विरुद्ध आसात्म्य भोजनात्. देन अत्यंबुपान विषमात् पिष्टान्न गुरुभोजनात् दधि क्षीर अनुपरसात् अतिकर्षणां कन्यानां चैव गमनात् योनिम् आगमनात् अति दीर्घरोगं चिरोत्संसृष्टं तथैव च रजस्वालयं दुर्गंधम दुष्टयोनिम cha taiva parisrutam. So here they have mentioned due to the intake of excessively sour, salt, alkaline, incompatible and unsuitable food, drinking too much of water, irregular meals, intake of flory and heavy preparations, regular use of the curd, milk and meat of marshy animals, anuparasa, mamsarasa, reduction from illness, coitus with female children and in non-vagina, cohabitation lustfully and ignorantly with women having chronic illnesses, left since long in period with foul odor, having defective genital tract, excessive discharge, intercourse with quadrupeds, injury to the phallus, then non-washing of the penis, wounds in penis by sharp instrument, teeth or nails, its pressing, striking with wooden stick, excessive use of the ovni insects in order to elongate the organs and holding back the semen, loss of penile strength occurs. So because of these all karanas, there will be injury to the strength, or you can say dhwaja bhanga will be there. And the symptoms of the dhwaja bhanga janya klaibyata is there will be swelling, pain and redness in the penis, appearance of acute boils, inflammation in the penis, abnormal growth therein, appearance of ulcers with discharge like pulaka or rice water, or blackish reddish in color, ring like hardness in circumference of the penis, fever, jwara, thirst, rishna, giddiness, fainting, vomitings, red, black, blue or violet discharges, burn like intense sensation with pain in pelvis, testicles and sutures, then groins. Sometimes there is slimy and pale discharge, mild swelling with feeling of wetness and little discharge, delayed inflammation and quick recovery, appearance of maggots, moisture, false odor, necrosis of the glands, penis, testicles. This is described the impotency caused by loss of penile strength. Some say it is of 5 types. So now coming to the third type, that is the Jara Clybia, because of Jara Clybiata. So next is about the impotency due to the Jara or old age related Clybiata. Age is of 3 categories. I have mentioned that age is of 3 categories. Vayos Trividham Uchyate. So as you know, the Jara is of 3 types, that is inferior, average and superior. So one often semen is diminished in too old person, particularly due to the deficiency of rasa, that is rasa etc dhatus. Because of this dhatu kshaya, रसादि संशयात् तथैव वृष्य सेवात् बलवीर्य इंद्रियाणां च क्रमेणेन परीक्षयात्. So because of this dhatu kshaya, rasadi dhatu kshaya, and not using the what you say, the aphrodisiac medicines, if they are not using the aphrodisiac or vrishya sevanam, if vrishya sevana is not done, then gradually decay of the strength, energy and sense as well as the motor organs occurs. So there will be decrease in the bala, virya, indriya kramah parikshayat ayushcha klamaha, means again there will be deterioration in the lifespan and want of nutrition, physical exertion and mental exhaustion. Because of all these factors, impotency arises in the old age. Consequently, the person becomes exceedingly vasted in the dhatus, means dhatukshaya. Because of dhatukshaya, the patient becomes shinan dhatu durbala, debilitated, devoid of the normal complexion. Even vivarnata will be there. Durbalo dinaha shipram vyadhim. So because of this devoid of normal complexion with poor expression and falls prey to diseases shortly. Because of the weakness, they are more prone to get diseases. This is the impotency due to the old age or jara sambhava Clybiata, or third variety of the Clybiata is because of the jara. So now coming to the fourth and the last variety of Clybia, which is caused by the Shaya. Shayajanya Clybia, you can say. Chaturthe Shayajam Shronuhu, means the Clybiata deficiency caused due to the deficiency of semen or Shayajanya. It is also coming to its nidana. First, due to the excessive mental work. Mental work means ati chinta, shoka, ati krodhat, bhayat, irshyat, utkatam, etc. That is due to the excessive mental work, grief, anger, fear, envy, curiosity, intoxication, agitation, regular use of the rough diet, that is the ruksham, annapanam, tathaushadam, drugs by the emaciated one, fasting by the debilitated one, and intake of little food, or you can say the proper food rasa, the chief of the dhatus located in the heart, is diminished. So because of all these nidanas, the rasa dhatu which is present in the heart is diminished quickly, resulting in the deficiency of other dhatus. So in this case, first rasakshaya occurs, followed by the other dhatukshaya in this occurs. So here beginning with the blood and ending with the semen. So first rasakshaya occurs, leading to the raktakshaya, and later the dhatukshaya, or the you can say the shukra dhatukshaya occurs. Of them, semen is the excellent resort. So semen is considered as the main, as essence of all the dhatus. So when the dhatukshaya occurs, definitely the shukrakshaya will be there. Or if one indulges in sexual intercourse due to over exhalation of mine, his semen is diminished and he is reduced. Consequently, he falls prey to some severe diseases or even death. So because of the dhatukshaya and shukrakshaya, and again if he is indulging in too much of sexual act, what happens, there are more chances of him to become very weak because of the affliction by some other severe type of diseases, or even death may occur. So one desirous of health should particularly protect the semen. So it is mentioned that the semen is to be protected because it is considered as the essence of the dhatus, and it is very important for the energy purpose. Some say two types of impotency of semen are incurable, and also by the excision of penis and castration. So these type of impotencies are considered as incurable or asadhyatam due to the genetic defect of parents and inauspicious past deed, that is purva janma kruta karma, and the genetic defects of the parents means mata pita bija dosha of mata pita and ashubh kritam atmam garbhasa yada dosha prapyam reto vah shriyah. So shosham, so that is because of these two karanas, when doshas in the fetus and having reached the semen carrying vessels dry up them, as resulting in the destruction of semen, the man, even though endowed fully with all the organs, behaves as a non-man. So these are the incurable due to aggravation of sannipataja. So these are some, see, the defects of these semen caused because of the matrapitra bija dosha, and if it is found from the garbhastha avastha, is considered as the incurable. And also the dushti caused by the sannipataja, or the all the three doshas are considered as asadhya. So now further listen about the general and specific treatment. Whatever remedies mentioned by me for the defects of semen as well as wasting due to the chest wound should be applied for elevation of impotency. Now coming to the chikitsa of Klaivyata, Charaka has mentioned the treatment like you can give the Shukra Dushti chikitsa in this case also, and you can also give the chikitsa which is mentioned for the Shatakshina. So Shatakshina chikitsa can be applied here, Shukra Dushti chikitsa can also be applied here. And one knowing the drugs and time should apply any mass. Here also they have mentioned the use of basti here this chikitsa sutra is mentioned here. Shukra doshe nirdishtam bheshajam yanmayan atham klaibyam upashantiye kuryat shatakshina hitam chayat bastayah shira sarpishi vrishyayogascha ye matah rasayanam prayogascha sarvo netat prayojayet. So one knowing the drug and time should apply the basti, that is any mass, and ghee extracted with the milk, shira sarpi, then rasayana formulations in the treatment of impotency caused by the excessive coitus and imbalance of doshas, while considering the strength of body, morbidity and agni. In that caused by exorcism, spiritual treatment should be given. So here they have mentioned that daiva vipashra chikitsa is also applied in some cases caused by the deva dushti, that daiva vipashra chikitsa is also mentioned. Now I will describe the treatment of impotency in detail. Then further he has mentioned the detail about the chikitsa of Klaibyata. At first the patient should be octuated and fermented. That first, that is snehana swedana is to be given. After susinnam snigdhaya gatranam sanyuktam virechanam, that is first snehan swedan is to be given, followed by unctuous purgatives. Sneha yukta virechanam is mentioned here, sneha yuktam virechanam. Then after giving him the diet, that is samsarjana krama is to be followed. He should be administered with the non-octuous enema and then the octuous enema. So first sneha yukta virechana is mentioned. Afterwards asthapana basti, then followed by the anuvasana vasti is to be given. Thereafter the non-octuous enema prepared with the formulation of palasha, eranda, mustadi, and then if impotency is due to the loss of semen, then vajikarana yogas are to be administered. That is the vajikaranam yoga, or the aphrodisiac formulations are to be mentioned earlier, should be given. In case of impotency, that is in cases of Klaibyata caused by the dwaja bhanga or the loss of penile strength, there what you have to give is, there you have to give the local application sprinkling, that is pradeha parisheka kuryat raktamokshanam. That is local anointment, sprinkling and bloodletting or the raktamokshana should be done. The patient should be taken octaving substances snigdha snehapanam kuryat sa snehanam cha virechanam. Again the sa sneha virechanam, that is the octaves virechana or purgatives, then octaves enemas anuvasana vasti, and thereafter non-octaves enema, thereafter the after giving anuvasanam, in the last astapana is to be given. Besides, the overall treatment of wound should be applied, and they have also mentioned the vruna chikitsa. So after all these things, vruna chikitsa can also be applied in this case. In impotency caused by the senility and the deficiency of semen, that is the jarasambhav chlebia and shataja chlebia, the treatment is the same. The treatment should be like this: the patient should be given proper octavus evacuation after auction and fermentation. That first snehana swedana is to be given, followed by sa snehana shodhanam hitam. Snehanam swedopannasya sa snehanam shodhanam hitam. So that is after this the sa sneha shodhana is to be given. Then after giving the sa sneha shodhana, he should be given shira sarpi vrishya yoga vastischa yapanam rasayana prayogascha tayor bheshajamuchyate vistareno reno dushti klebiana bheshajamata. That is after giving this ghee extracted with the milk, that is shira sarpi. Then Risha Yogas, aphrodisiac, and Rasayana formulation is to be given. Then is to be given the Yapana Vasti, sustaining enemas are the remedies for both this type of the Klaibyata. Thus, the treatment of the types of impotency are said by me in detail. So, this is the detail about the Klaibyata. Okay. Thank you. Next, we'll continue in our next class.